everybody. Hi out there. Welcome. It's Rhonda Wade, and we're here in my craft room in Byron Center, and we're going to have some fun today. Some spooky fun. I wore my Halloween sweatshirt to get ready for all of you and to get myself in the Halloween mood. Actually, we've been working on a Halloween spooky stamp camp for a couple weeks, so I'm actually already in the mood. So when you get here, definitely say hi. Let me know when you're joined. I'm excited you guys are here. Hi, Trisha. Um, Today I just have a few projects to share with you. A couple of them will be in our stamp camp to kind of give you a sneak peek. We have a total of 10 projects, so I can't obviously show you all of them. I'm going to show you a couple of them. And I'll tell you a little bit about that as well. But I also just want to share with you one of our main products we have this year for Halloween. Stampin' Up! Came out with it a couple months ago, which was huge for us to be able to kind of work ahead instead of trying to get it in September and then be able to now all of a sudden we need to get our Halloween projects. So now we got some time to be able to work on them ahead of time. By far, this is absolutely one of my probably all-time favorite Halloween suites of products. It's not just the paper I love. It's the stamp set, the paper, the dies, the ribbon that kind of coordinates, the embellishments. All of it is super, super, super fun and easy. It's right up my alley. But you could also be as detailed with it as you want to. Some of our projects are a little detailed. So and I'll explain that too as well. So I'm really excited about this product line, about Halloween, about creating, not just cards. We will be doing some cards, and I think all of them, or most of them, are all fun folds. We also have little treat boxes. We have little treat bags, because for Halloween, we love to be able to give a little treat, right? That's the fun part of it. I love this suite as well because it's more fun and not so scary too. So I'm just going to give a second for everybody to log on. I'm so glad that you guys are here. And just for a little lunch break, this is kind of a fun lunch break. I put myself into Halloween mode and wore one of my little Halloween sweatshirts today, although it's like 80 degrees outside. We got a nice, beautiful, beautiful day here in Michigan. I am in Michigan. All right, so by the way, this stamp camp, I believe today is the final day to register. We are beginning our prep work today too as well, so we got to get our final numbers so we can start cutting, and it will ship out very early next week. So if you order it now, it'll be here pretty soon. I'm going to put a little do not disturb on here. I forgot to do that beforehand. All right, so let's jump in and get started. I'm so glad you guys are here. So this is the kind of featured bundle that we are using in our stamp camp. And I say our because I partner with my friend Ange McKay. And we do this together. Now, this stamp camp is different and unique. We actually partnered with 5 other of our friends too, and we all helped design these projects together. So we have some that are designed by Erica Serwin, Deb Smeek, Julie Salva, it was Ronda, Melissa Faust, and Julie, I think I already said Julie, and Ange McKay. So 6 of the projects are designed by a lot of different demonstrators. So you're going to get a couple different styles. And then Ange and I added each on 2 more. So 6 of the projects are designed by Ange and I. And then the other ones are designed by demonstrator friends. So it is a huge stamp camp. You get 10 projects. And again, they're very awesome, cool, unique. The project that I designed that will be a part of the stamp kit. Whoops, there you go. Is this one here? I'm going to bring a little bit more light in, just a little bit more. I had this all set up, but All right, so this one is a super fun fold, and I love this little girl here, all dressed up as a princess. And I'm not sure if you guys heard, but I announced I was able to finally spill the beans yesterday that Ryan and Maddie are expecting a baby, and she's about 12 weeks along, 13 weeks, and so we are able to kind of share that with everybody. So and we already found out it's going to be a little girl. So I'm super excited about that. So on all these little girl princess things. So this is just this is one of the cards that you'll make. So you'll have directions. All the supplies to be able to make that. So that's one of them. We also, again, I'm not going to show you all of them, but we have boxes and bags and all kinds of fun things. So let's jump into one of our projects today. So this one project, you'll be making something similar to this in the stamp camp. One of the things for Halloween, so the supplies I'm using and the supplies that come in the camp are the Petunia Pop iridescent ribbon. So you can see one of our favorite ribbons. And then we also have the foam stars, which we will use, foam sticker stars. Again, literally, I've been using this for not even just Halloween. I've been using it for birthdays, celebrations of all kinds, and you get dozens of them. In black, just the clear or sparkly white iridescent, and then the Petunia Pop. So, but we're also going to use them for Halloween. And then also, this is, I believe, is just a half a pack of paper. But the paper, I'm going to be using it a lot to show you how fun and versatile it is. It's got, cute little images. The back side's got regular patterns. I think those are both. And then it's got all these tags that you can cut out and just, again, easy peasy. So we'll be using this in some of the projects. And then it has die cuts, and it has like double the die cuts. Super fun die cuts that you can use as well. And they're really high quality too. The artwork is super cute on these. And then we have, again, just some more paper. There's actually a piece of paper in here I don't have because I've used every last piece of it, every last piece. So we're not using that today. But there's another piece of paper that I don't have any left of. It's this piece here. This, so I can show you because I have it here. It's got, the background is this like black and orange scritchy scratch, but the other side is the cute little candy treats and the stars and little tiny bats. I love that piece. I don't have any left of it. I've used every last drop of it out of like 2 or 3 packs. So I love that piece. So that's the paper too. And then the bundle. So when you buy the Stamp Camp, it's $59, and it includes all 10 projects, the paper, the ribbon, the stars, and then with this one, I'm also doing some projects with the iridescent treat bags, and so I'm going to show you these today too. These are super awesome. You get 20 of them in a package, so I'm going to show you today a couple different ways to use those, but I'll include a half a pack of those in the Stamp Camp as well. So you get about $45 worth of product, and we charge you $59. So all the rest of it is just obviously cardstock. Our prep work, it takes days and days and days and days and days. And then the shipping cost. If you don't own the bundle, you can add it on. If you don't, we won't do the die cutting of the pieces from the bundle, so I recommend you have either this bundle or another Halloween one that you can fill in with too. So, but of course, this one coordinates perfectly with that paper. All right, so first let's start off with just a simple, easy, a little idea for, again, a treat. So a lot of Halloween, you might not do cards. I get that, but how fun. One year, I think it was last year, I sent all my nieces and nephews Halloween cards, and inside I put like a little treat inside the card, like a flat treat. I can't remember what it was. Might have been a pack of gum or something like that. But to my grown nieces and nephews, they're like in their late 20s, mid 20s. It was so fun. They're all like, Aunt Rhonda, that was so fun. It's just something fun to do. I'm going to tell you as well. I'm at my Craft Room and Byron Center, and I have no more Seal Plus here. I think I took it with me and forgot to bring it back. So today I'm using green glue and Terran tape. So some of you might be like, well, I always do, and for me, I don't. So this is definitely new for me, but we're gonna figure it out. All right, so I took one of our party banners. This is about the third from the largest, so it's not, there's still several that are larger. And then I'm scoring it at the one end. By the way, if you do not have these party banners, they are incredible. I love them. I have yet to make a banner from them. I will someday make a banner, but I have not yet. So I'm scoring it at the end at 1.5. So I just scored 1.5 from the end. But I've made boxes, and now we're going to make a bag and a treat holder, and I've made cards. We've made cards out of them. Like, there's so much you can do with these party banners. All right, so the first thing I did was take this, the paper that I showed you, and I'll show it to you again just in case you missed it. But there's a piece of paper in here that has these banners that you can use, again, and then also all these different tags. And the other side is just this gray scritchy scratch, which is really nice too. But what we're going to do is we're going to take, I've heard it, less is more, less is more. So, oh, I need to trim this off. It's a little bit too long. So I need to trim it at 4.25. So I'm going to trim this down to 4.25. And I want the banner to still show. So this other end will not. And then I have this little scritchy scratch piece here, and I'm going to cut this down to about a little over 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Not quite. I don't want that much. So just, again, not a big deal if it's not perfect. But I just want a little strip of that purple there. I'm so glad you guys are here. Today is just a fun demonstration of some Halloween projects. So because you still are, I don't even have the cards because we're prepping for them. But last week I did a whole online class, and you can still order that class, the Memories in Bloom. So right now I'm just going to be showing you today. We're just taking a little crafty break today. And we are going to just make some really awesome projects. And I want to, this is one that you'll be making something very similar in our Halloween stamp camp. I already got glue. All right, I'm going to glue that down. So this is the top of our little treat. And then I'm going to pull that down. Then I'm going to take this and kind of go right in there, just like that. So let's glue that down. You guys, are you not impressed with me doing green glue? I almost canceled my whole thing today because I'm like, I can't do it. I don't have Seal Plus. I'm like, Rhonda, it's okay. A lot of people use green glue for everything. So I use it, obviously just not for everything. But we're using it. We're going to be using it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is, where's all my other pieces? All right. Oh, here we go. I took the iridescent bags, and look what I filled it with. Okay, this is your guys' chance to go out and buy Good and Plenty's because look, it matches. They're Petunia Pop. If you can find other Petunia Pop candy, you let me know. But look, Good and Plenty's, and it's black licorice inside. It just matches. So I'm going to eat those since I put my hand on them. So I went ahead and poured in. Sometimes you just buy candy because that's what goes good, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to decorate this first, the background. That's right. So I'm going to take this piece here, and I want this fence. So I'm going to cut that fence off. Again, this piece, you have like 6 backgrounds for cards, or you can just do strips into cards. And then this middle piece, and the back is just this really good, nice Petunia Pop. So I'm going to actually just cut off this fence. And look at that. I can save this for, I have a really cool card idea too. And then I'm going to do this one. Yes, the Good and Plenty's happen to be my favorite, but we're using them for this project because they are so perfect. So you guys all have to go out and buy some Good and Plenty's. So this is 4.5 is it going to be going across here. I'm just going to trim this off. So 4.5. There you go. And we're going to glue this down. And just put this down here at the bottom. So the scary Halloween fence. Right there. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to just put glue up this part and then on this part. And I'm going to shake the candy, obviously, down there, so it's down there at the bottom. And then put this down here and sandwich this in. All right, I'm going to hold it for a second. This is a little patience. You'll find it. There are, I know there are, but look, it just matches so perfect. It matches so perfect. All right, I'm going to set something on top of that. I don't have the patience. This is why I definitely struggle typically. Because I just don't have the patience. All right, next up I have let's see what I did with it. I know I had it. I betcha I moved it. Well, we're gonna, oh yes I did. I have an everyday arch and we are going to stamp the words on it. All, no tricks, all treats. Here it is. I found it. So I took the smallest of our arches. So if you guys don't have the arches yet, they are in stock right now, I believe. They've been in and out of stock forever because they're so popular and we all love them so much. This is my third set that I have, and I got this set to keep here at Byron Center. But just so you know, I use the very smallest one. So they're arches that you can use for a lot of things, but I really like them for this, to be able to, I'm going to put this off to the side so it's not so distracting. There you go. We're going to keep that on there while I finish the rest of it. Okay, I'm taking the all tricks, no treats. We're going to stamp that. Who on here already owns this? So it makes it exciting. And I should say, who on here now at the end of this, you're going to be like, I have to get that. I know some people love me, and some people are like, oh man, Rhonda, what are you doing to me now? You're making me buy something else. And, but you know what? I just actually got the absolute sweetest email, and it came from a husband. And the husband messaged me because his wife wasn't feeling well, and just said that, you know, and he had to help sign up for something because she was not feeling well. So he wanted to do it because she wanted to sign up for it. I think it could have been the stamp camp actually. And he just said to me, you know, I don't know what my wife would do without being able to make cards with you. And that just, I'm going to tell you, it melted my heart so much. First of all, that a husband appreciates the fact that his wife finds such joy in creating cards, and that appreciates, you know, I don't know. He was like, I don't know what we'll do when she's not able to create cards with you. And I was like, well, listen, she can create cards with me for her whole life. I'm not going anywhere. So anyway, I just thought that was so sweet. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is I have this. This is one of the coolest dies out of this set. It's like a tab, right? And you could do it just like that, but it's meant to, there's a little score line here. So when you run it through, gosh, I hate that shadow. Yeah. Anyway, there's a bad shadow today. I wonder if I do this, if that will change it. Nope, that didn't matter. Nope. All right. Anyway, there's a score line that's right here in the middle of that. And then you can you see that? There you go. Yep, now you can see it. And then you can fold this right there. So it creates this really cool tab that now turns into a bat. And I did a petunia pop bat. Okay, so then I can take this and my patience with green glue. I can't test it too much, so I'm going to use tear tape. I love tear tape. It just takes a little bit longer to peel off those backings. And usually I have a little poker tool, but I can't find it at the moment on my desk. I just did a training for Stampin' Up! Yesterday, and my number one tip was to clean your craft room. Listen, this is where I gotta do my own. I gotta listen to my own words. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this right on here. So now we're just gonna have fun decorating. So you see, I love actually how this has, to me it feels very Halloweenish with the banner down here, then the fence, scary fence, the scary good and plenty candies, and then now once that's down there, now I have my no tricks, all treats. And I'm not sure I'm gonna put that yet. I gotta get my guy out of here. So now you can, within this project, obviously you can stamp one of the images. You have, and we're going to do this next, just to show you. But there's images to stamp and color, so you can have stamping and coloring, and then you have die cutting out. This also has a free form little haunted house and a fence, that tag, which this tag is, you can't see it because I got cardstock in there, and then bats. And so, but also if you're in a little bit more of a rush for time, you can use one of the images here. So I am going to use our little princess. Now you could use one of the other ones. Look at that, it has this cute little hippo, the cauldron, so it could be like, witchy. But I'm gonna look how perfect she's gonna go on there. She just goes perfect, perfect, perfect on there. So I'm gonna use her, and now I'm gonna put the, oh goodness, it just did. I know you guys are probably like, Rhonda, this is where it is. It might, oh, I found it. Look, I knew it. When it's sticky, you don't know where it's going to end up there, right? So, hi, Arlena. You guys are all good. So now I know where to put this. So I'm going to put this right here. The no tricks, all treats. Take our little princess, and put a couple more dimensionals on that. So we're going to pop her up there. Here you go. Yep. Voila. I can't voila yet. Here we go. Because this truly is like, these stars are a difference maker. So I'm just going to go ahead and pack the punch with a little bit of our sparkle. And you can do it in all the colors. Let's see, I'm going to put one here. There you go. How adorable is that little project? And so simple. And again, so this is for a little girl, so you can use that one. There's ones on here that you can use that are that you could use for little boys or adults. Like this could be for your grown friends. Listen, I would be so happy. I am so happy when I get presents like this. So do not underestimate that your friends, your grown children, again, my nieces and nephews, all of them, like they want cute things like this. This makes, like, we need a reason to smile in our day, and this is it. So there's one of our treats. So that was using the iridescent bags. I'm going to use another one, but I want to show you now a quick and simple card. Sending a card, and again, I might just slip in there a little flat candy or just a wish that says, you know what, happy Halloween season. Again, I think that adults, we even appreciate it even more because we don't get very much. Kids get so much during the Halloween that, yeah, we make it for them, but think about how you can really, make someone else happy this year by doing some cute little treats like this. So this one is an awesome card. Now remember, I cut out that fence. So when I cut out the fence, I was left with these two strips. So now I can make cards, or I could even decorate boxes. Like in other projects, we'll use these to decorate some boxes. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna now take this piece right here, and we're just gonna create super duper cute, quick card. Super duper. So this is going to go here on the front, but I need to cut down a little bit more because I want to layer it with that black. The black is really going to make this card pop. So I'm just going to cut off, I think this is, so I'm going to cut it down to 3 3/4 by 5. Now you get 2 sheets of this, so you can make, you could make 12 really quick and easy cards out of this pack of paper. Oh, see, I keep looking for my Seal Plus, but we're going to grab my green glue here. And I watch my friends do it, so I know how to do it. I just don't prefer it. And don't worry, I'm not going to convert. I'm just dealing with it because I don't have my Seal Plus here. Okay, so we have that. I have a strip here. I love the saying that says, don't worry, don't worry, eat treats. So we're going to take the don't worry, eat treats, and we're going to stamp that. I think this, let me grab a block behind me. Before I left, I cleaned everything up, and so now everything is like where it belongs in here. That means I can't find, or there's some things I can't find them. So I'm going to take my don't worry, eat sweets with my black stamp pad and stamp that on here, and hope I get it centered pretty well. Have you guys all started your Halloween projects? Ooh, I'm gonna have to pull this out of the, oh geez. I gotta do it again. That was crooked, and the other piece has something on the other side. I'm gonna need my blends for this one. I got some blends out. I should never have to cut a 1/2 inch strip. I have a million, and I'm not exaggerating, 1/2 inch strips. In my other studio. I have so many of them, but so let's try that again. And this time I have to bring it close to me. So you guys won't see it. Ready? You're going to miss it for a minute because I have to bring it so I'm looking over top of it. So don't worry, eat sweets. There you go. Now it's straight. I tried to do it without being able to see it, and that didn't work very good. Okay, so let's just put a little bit of glue on the back of there. Ooh, little. That's always the key. And this is going to go right there on top of, and I can center it. It's going to go right there on top of the sidewalk. Like that. A lot of times I do that. I stamp on a long piece. That way I can center it when I put it on here. So, yes, Nina, we all need reasons to smile. And I'll tell you what. I don't think I can not smile while I'm crafting. I think it just naturally does that. So, all right, then I'll just trim that off. Okay, so let's put this down. I'm going to use dimensionals to here. This one I wanted to show you just some of the fun pieces that are in, how you can mix the two together. So the pack of paper, and then you can mix in the stamps, and so you can, even when you run out of the paper, then you've got all these stamps that you can use to create all your different visions, all your different, sceneries and stuff like that. Okay, so for this one though, I'm going to be all about easy peasy. Now let's have fun coloring our little puppy. This one I'm going to leave the color of a puppy, so he's going to be white. If you want to, you could color him in. I could color him in with some ivory. So on his skin, I'm using ivory, or you could just leave it white if you wanted to. But coloring in with blends really, really, really does. It's so calming. All right, so I'm just going to do that, his little hands. So this is and his skin here down there. Let's do his ears too. I have done a dog that was green, so he was more like a Frankenstein, so that was really cute. And then I have a little bit of, this is our light timid tiger, and I'm going to make that the lollipop. And then I'm going to make his pants the petunia pop. See, now you can make them whatever color you want to. So if you want to go with shades of blue, you can go with shades of blue. I'm going to also, he's got some little leggings on here, and I'm going to make those. And then this is our light granny apple green. I had to order a new one of those. I use the light granny apple green a lot. So this is a brand new one. How fun to have a new set of brand new blends. They color, you forget things that are brand new, how nice it colors. So I did that. I'm also, see, isn't he so cute? You can make them all the way that you want him to. I'm going to put that little thing in his neck gray as well. And then, last but not least, I forgot these little sleeves here. I'll do the same color. Okay, so there's our guy. Yeah, he's a little guy. And then we're going to put dimensionals on him and pop him up. And again, if you are in a hurry, you can just go to one of the animals that are in the kit, and then you can just go from there. So there's our guy. Now again, you have tons and tons of these cute little bats. You've got lots of little candy corn. So now we can add, you can be adding in little, again, you got lots of bats, lots of candy corn, 2 pages of them. So now you can go in here and kind of add in some of these other pieces. So I'm going to grab my mini glue dots and just add in some of this candy. That's going to just kind of tuck right there because it's don't worry, eat sweets. And we can just have fun decorating. And what I do love about this, if I'm going to make this card, is we can decorate the inside as well. So I'm gonna do that too. There. And then we have our bat. And I'm going to take that and just put one of those up here. I think I need another one. Let me grab another one real quick. Again, you've got bunches and bunches of them. This one I'll put down with a dimensional 2. All right. I should probably stop, right? Like it is. But look, you could have so fun. It is so cute, Lynn. Hello. Love me some green glue. I am embracing my green glue today. So, and I use it, just not as frequently. I'm going to just put up in the night sky, I'll put some of the black and white stars. You could put stars all over this one if you wanted to. That's up to you. I'm going to put just a few more. They always say what, so I need one more because the group's of 3 or 5. And I don't know who they is, but I trust whoever they is. Okay, now this is a cute card. I hate all this. So I'll put down here so you guys can see it. Hopefully you can see it. I'll take pictures and post too. But it's so fun. You can decorate that little guy. There's a little in this. There's a little witch. That's a cat that you can color in that cat too. A little broom. They could be. Oh, I should have had him holding a little pumpkin, but you could have them holding a little pumpkin. So super cute. All right. So that's my next card. And again, you can keep on decorating the inside if you want to. I told you, I actually said I was going to make 2 projects, but I couldn't help it. I want to show you one more project because these are so sweet and simple. And again, next one is too, but it's really cool. All right, so let's stick around for one more project. This one is using one of our iridescent iridescent treat bags, and you get 20. And they, again, if you can see, they are super cute color. I'm going to show you how to make a shaker card out of it. So these are 4 inches wide. So I cut a piece of our designer series paper. You could use whatever. I wanted some with the cute little images in the background. And I'm going to, I cut it like 3 7/8 by 5 3/8, or by 5 1/8. I just want it to be a hair smaller because this is exactly 4 inches. So that way it would slide in nice and easy. All right. And then, okay, here I'm in my craft room. I just don't have like some things that I want. So I'm going to actually, I ran through some of the bats. So I ran through 6 of the bats in basic black. So I'm going to put those in our little pouch here too. And then so that way they're going to shake around in there. Oh, thank you for sharing this, Kathy. I do love when you share my videos. It is, it's why everybody can craft and have fun together. And so I definitely value that. Or when you like and follow, if you're on YouTube, those likes make a big difference to me too. Like we look at those. So what I did was I have pieces here of Timid Tiger, and I took 2 pieces and I glued them together. Can you see that? This is, so it's like double thick. I took 2 pieces of thick white and glued them together, and then 2 pieces of Petunia Pop, and this is just scrap paper, and I glued them together because I'm going to kind of make like my own little shakers. So what I'm doing is these are about 1/4 inch, and I'm going to cut a couple strips of those and then do the same thing with my Timid Tiger. So you can do this in any color scheme that you want to. You could do this it's great for a birthday. Like it's fun to celebrate. This is a real fun celebratory project. Okay, so even if you don't have a whole craft room full of glitter and sparkles and sequins or whatever, you can still do this really awesome because we're making our own little shakers. So what I'm doing, hopefully you can see, minus that glare, let's see, that way you can maybe see a little bit better, is I am lining up these 3 strips, and I could probably even we could probably do all 6 at once. Because I did do all of these strips. And I'm just lining them back up there with that 1/4 inch. And if it's not exactly 1/4 inch, that's okay too. So I'm just going to take that, and I'm just going to slice, slice, slice. There you go. Just do that until pretty much all of these are gone. And these are about 3 inches long. If you wanted to know, if you wanted to be exact. But I just used scrap paper that I had. See how easy that is? So you're just going to kind of go through. But I doubled them up because I wanted them to be a little bit thicker, a little bit stronger, a little bit more like shaker quality. All right. So now we kind of made, look at that. We made our own confetti, our own little shaker stuff there. So now I can take that, we're going to put that inside our little card too. All right, super fun. It also keeps it a little bit flatter so that if you want to give it to somebody, you can still put it in an envelope. All right, let me get the rest of this up here, put it in there. Okay, now I have a piece of black that I am going to, I'm going to use tear tape real quick for this. I want it to make sure it stays down. So I'm going to pull off a piece of tear tape. It's about this measurement across here. Glue that down. All right. Yeah, doubling it definitely makes it a lot stronger. Right, and that folds over there. And then I'm going to go back in with my tear tape. Now I cut this piece of basic black is like 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So I want to, actually I think, yeah, let's do this. So I'm just going to go ahead and, with plastic, tear tape works really good on that too. So I think this is a good choice for an adhesive anyway. Plastic works really good. So just pull off your 4, and I'm just doing the 4 corners. That's all that's really necessary. So we'll just do our 4 corners. There you go. Okay, so let's glue this down to our piece of basic black that we've already measured out. This is a super easy way to make a shaker card. Obviously, you can make it with window sheets, but the iridescent bags are really fun. All right, then this will get glued down to there. See, now look awesome. So awesome. All right, take our petunia pop ribbon that you're going to get in a stamp camp. So if you're just joining me, it's not too late to order the stamp camp. I just emailed it out. It's my final reminder. I think today is the last day to sign up for it because we ship early next week. So now we have to do all the prep work for it. I think we start the prep work today, tomorrow, and Friday. It takes us about 3 or 4 days to do all the prep work, but then we'll ship them out early next week. Okay, but so the stamp camp's $59, but you get over $45 in product, all of this whole suite. And then you can use your own bundle that you have, or obviously you can add on the bundle too. So I just trimmed that off. So I add some of that petunia pop iridescent ribbon. Tied a nice cute little bow there. I ran through another one of our party banners, but this is one of the smaller ones in white. I'm going to take the word spooky, which this is not spooky. It's so cute and fun, but we're going to pretend we're being spooky. I'm all about the fun side of Halloween. I'm not so much into the scary side of Halloween. But then we'll stamp our word spooky on there on the bottom, just like that. This is going to get put down to our card. So this is a card that we're making. I don't think I even told you that, but we are making another fun card. And so today we're showing you fun interactive cards. Showing you simple cards and a treat. So we'll do that too. Okay. I know Donna said I'm helping get in the mood for Halloween. That was the point of today. I feel like sometimes like you're in the mood for it in October, but the problem is then you're like rushed and crunched to do the projects. So it's more fun to do them now in September and the beginning of October when you've got more of the time to be able to do it. All right, so now we're going to go to some of our fun pieces in here. I'm going to do this little crow with a pumpkin, and I love this little potions bottle. I think that's fun. So we're going to do that. So we're going to do, oh, shoot, hopefully it's not too late. I can still stick it on there. I ran through another one of those little tabs. Get it out of there. So this time I ran through the tab in black. So our basic black. And again, it's already scored. It's already all ready for you. And love that it comes in there. A really wide, versatile. So you just fold back along that lines and then the bat sticks out there. So let me put on, I could probably just use mini glue dots for this part. And then this will go there on the inside. There you go. Yep. I should have put this on before. I'm going to try to pull it off and see if I can. I meant to put this on before I glued it down. We'll leave those dimensionals right there. We need them there anyway. It just needs this. I could have left it off, but I don't want to. So this goes right on there, and it comes up a little bit so that bat sticks up. Okay, now I can glue it back down. I'll have to add some more dimensionals because those probably won't be as sticky. So I'll add them right there. There you go. Now we'll put this right back down there. Okay. I knew I had that bat there, just like that. Let's take our other little pieces. I'm going to glue down this potions bottle, or apothecary, sometimes they call it. That's going to go right here. And then over here, our pumpkin. So are you guys getting in the mood now for a little Halloween fun? Just have fun. We do. My Carter set is 16, almost 17, and him and his friends, they literally still go trick-or-treating. Last year they had absolutely the cutest costumes I've ever seen. So I don't know what they'll be this year. They do, and they take little kids with them too, so they have a lot of fun with that. Okay, so I'm making a Petunia Pop card. And look, this is almost done. I just got to glue it down. Isn't that awesome? It's hard to tell in person. Through a video. If you see it in person, so awesome. I'm just going to use my tear tape and tear tape that down here. Okay. Oh, I think I had used dimensionals on my sample. I'll show you my sample. See if I made it the same as my. This is why. I've been doing really good all day. There you go. So here is our finished, really fun. Got to add a little bit more of our spooky sparkle gems. And now we're ready. And all of our sparkles and our shakers move around there. Sometimes if you get a big glob in there, you got to kind of move it around. So there's our 3 fun projects from today. Again, it's not too late. What's in the bag, Lynn? I ran through 6 of the bats are in there, and then we made all of the shaker. So you can go back and watch how we made that. But like, oh yeah, so here is my sample 1 too, and like they shake so nice and it's so fun. So if someone gets this in the mail, think about how much fun that they're going to have, right? So here are 3 projects. Again, it's not too late. I'll bring you back up here. It's not too late to get the stamp camp. Again, it's in the US or Canada because my friend Ange McKay will ship to all of our Canadian friends. And you're going to make 10 projects. You'll make things that are similar to these 2. These 2 will be a part of the camp. And then there are 8 other projects. Boxes, bags, fun folds. They were designed by Ange and I and 4 of our other friends. Erica Serwin, Julie Salva, Deb Smeek, and Melissa Faust, plus Ange and I. So it is an incredible, fun class. Plus there are 2 add-on classes to kind of, if you want to have even more crafting and more product and more fun, you can do that too. So I emailed it out. If you're not on my email list, make sure you join my email list. It is in this description. It's all of my events. A lot of times I don't even put them on Facebook. They're all typically sent out via email. All right, you guys have a great day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having fun with me, getting a little spooky, getting into the Halloween mood. Again, it's better to do it now before you get too busy. All right, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. I'll see you next week.